So I quit playing that because I figured I would hopefully finish this fucking story, man. At least the gist of it. And so this won't be timed. I mean, I guess I could have made any video longer. By just going to or playing it again. Come to think of it, you know. Damn it! Now I feel stupid. Whatever, man. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Not really sure where I left off now. So I prayed for the understanding and wisdom and all that good stuff, and I mean, I think he granted it to me, you know. I mean, I know he did. He opened my eyes at an early age, you know. So here I am jumping around again, but you know, I remember being in a biology class, and they were talking about the dinosaurs and stuff, and you know, just it never made sense to me. You know, I'm like biblically speaking, because I mean, I know the educational system. I know that you're not supposed to talk about religion. But you know, so the dinosaurs, they lived, you know, like 4.6 billion years ago. And that just made me scratch my head. So I'm like, well, I mean, Bible never talked about dinosaurs. You know, which, I mean, I'll get into all that too, because they did. The Leviathan, the behemoth, you know, and Job, it talked about, you know, an animal with the tail the size of a cedar tree. You know, they just didn't know, they just didn't call them dinosaurs. You know what I mean? It's like they didn't call them dragons. You know, dinosaur, the word dinosaur was in the 1800s. You know, so they just didn't know. I don't get that either. Man, whatever. Trust me, I'm still gonna win. He's ranked 55. Maybe I shouldn't talk and do that. I don't even care. It's just a game. I just don't like to lose. So I remember asking Mom about the dinosaurs. You know, she didn't really have any answers on who does. And so my point is, you know, even like I just used to always question things. It kind of all goes back to, you know, I wish that if only then I knew what I knew now, you know, and my life would be a lot different. I mean, a lot different. So, you know, when I was like 15, I thought my girlfriend at the time, we thought that she was pregnant because she was late on her period by almost 3 weeks. And so I'm not supposed to make deals with God, you know, but I did. You know, I told him, you know, like if she's not pregnant, then I'll read the Bible. So she called me the next day, literally, and told me she started. So I started reading 10 pages a day. And I started with the New Testament. Because it was a lot more interesting. So I always thought it was more important to see, to have what Jesus said and to live by his law. That sucks, man. Whatever, dude. That sucks, man. Whatever. I'm sorry, man. And so, I didn't read it to completion, because it was starting to get boring, reading Chronicles, which is actually a very important book. But just the he begot him, and it was boring. It was hard to get into. Although very important, and it's important because it shows you the bloodline, the two bloodlines. All right, look, here's the deal. It is my belief that Satan fucked Eve in the garden. I can almost prove it because while being in the garden, God came afterwards and said, what have you done? And so it was known, and then, God told him that, he will be crawling on his belly for the rest of his day, eating dust from the ground, and he will cause the woman and him, the woman to hate him, and he'll cause enmity between her seed and her seed. They weren't talking about apples. So, it is my belief that Cain, that his bloodline is what rules the earth now. With the goal of transhumanism, which is combining man with machine. So they will try to live forever. All right, so transhumanism is it's what Elon Musk is trying to do, which I'm not saying he's evil. Now he could be doing it ignorantly, but he with Neuralink, okay, trying to upload the human consciousness to a computer database, so you live forever. And they tell us in these movies, they show it to us. There's a movie called Scrappy, or Chappie rather. I just look at Johnny Number 5. They tell us, and now Johnny 5. That was back in the 90s. Come on, man. And should have missed that. And so, that's their end goal. Who owns all the gold? You have a couple. You have a couple families. You have a club of 300. You have the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. which the Rothschilds, you know, they're all inbreds. You know, keep it in a family. There's some sick fuckers, but you know, but they carry more power than the Rockefellers. You know, but who rules the world? Like on a pyramid of evil, you know, you're gonna have Lucifer at the top. You're gonna have Satan at the top, right? And right below him, you're gonna have the Black Pope, which is also the Attorney General for the Jesuits. Okay, the Vatican. Okay, and then you're gonna have the White Pope. Then you're gonna have the Archduke, like, of New York. You know, the Queen was up there, which I think that she was a reptilian to a degree. I'm not too sure how I feel about the reptilians, to be honest with you. But the bitch never aged. I'm surprised she died this year. You know, and thank God she did. I mean, because that's evil. You know? And Princess Di, you know, she died because she was going to expose them. That's why she died. She didn't die. I mean, come on, man. Next video.